Hello Scorpio, welcome back to Peony Lore, where we help you to find the beauty in all things. Welcome back. I know it's been a hot minute since I've been around. I did take a significant break at the end of the year when we got pounded with all of those eclipses and then all of the retrogrades, but now that the energy is cleared up here in this lunar new year of February 2022, we are back and on a roll. So thank you guys for tuning back in, and if you're new, welcome to my channel. So Scorpio, of course we're going to be focusing on transformation and miracles for this week of the 14th to the 20th for you. This is going to be a situation where you are almost at the end of a situation, and so the universe is saying that for you it would be supportive if you listened to 528 hertz music here on the YouTubes or the Spotify, wherever it is that you find your beautiful music. I am utilizing the camera in a forward-facing motion for myself, but I will put this card over here so that you can refer back to it a little bit later on for yourself, okay? So again, we are focusing on the 14th through the 20th for Scorpio, and we do have a few different changes that are happening in the astral. Obviously, the 14th is a Valentine's Day, but technically this week belongs to our Cancers, our Leos, our Virgos, and then it will switch into the sign of Libra. So if you have any of those placements in your birth chart, make sure that you take a look at those signs. And then we do have the full moon taking place on Wednesday in the sign of Leo, but it will transition, which is very interesting because the sun is in the placement of Aquarius, okay? And then it'll switch over into the moon sign of Virgo later on in the afternoon. So a lot of activity on Wednesday, and then the final big change for the week really is when we get to Friday, when the sun enters into the sign of Pisces. And of course, when the sun is in its particular sign, it exalts the sign. So basically it blows up the information. It highlights what the nature of that sign is. So Friday, we get to Pisces energy, we're going to be looking inward. Most people, we could be having a little bit of some time to ourselves as we're thinking about things that are sympathetic for ourselves or other people. It's not bad, but we will probably be in our fields. However, having had said all that, let's go ahead and lay down the cards for every single day this week, and let's put the details together for Scorpio. Monday's energy. Ooh, look at this. Firstly, we have the King of Cups in the reverse position. So Scorpio, that very well could be you. Now again, it's reverse position for me. It's probably forward facing for you in the camera. That's okay. On Tuesday's energy, we have the energy of the Magician in the reverse position. We have Mercury in reverse, but I find it interesting because we actually do have an opposition with Mercury having a conversation in the universe with Aquarius and Saturn. So there is some things that are going on, and I think it could have something to do with that placement, but let's go ahead and see what we've got going on. What do we have for Scorpio for Wednesday? Wednesday, Thursday, looky. Well, things are looking up. On Wednesday, you have the Ace of Cups. That is beautiful. And then Thursday, we have the Five of Pentacles. Let's see what the energy shows me on Friday so I can help read that one a little bit more clearly. There it is. Okay. So what I do feel is that we are coming into a situation where we are comfortable making a change by the time we get to the end of the week. And I am not surprised, and I'm going to keep them and honor these different cards that came out here. There's additional detail. So the energy for Saturday is the Nine of Wands energy. And then Sunday, we have a couple of different cards trying to clarify themselves. The major arcana that shows up here is the Chariot. And the Chariot is talking about moving forward. We've held ourselves high in a high regard and high position, but there's some information that we are receiving or didn't receive, or the clarity that we didn't receive from what we thought was going to show up with this King of Swords here. Therefore, we are moving forward. We are moving on with our lives. So Stella is getting her groove back is what it is that I seem to be looking at. I think what's happening is there could be a potential that you are finding out, Scorpio, that there's something that's not quite right with you and your loved one, or potentially something going on in business, and you're going to realize that you are kind of saving yourself here so that you can move forward with the right information that you do have. Now, I will continue to clarify these different pieces of information, because whatever it is that you need to know about this week, Scorpio, it is coming out of the woodwork, okay? So let's move this energy over just a little bit. Let's see what we've got. Can we talk about Monday? And I'm actually going to move these details up here so that I have a little bit more space. Yes, the Chariot card is ultimately the biggest piece of the detail that we want to be able to focus on here. Moving forward, moving swiftly, and being guided with whatever this change or this detail is that came out for you. Let's go ahead and do it like this. And we'll keep this little guy down here. All right, let us get the King of Cups in the reverse position for Scorpio. Very clearly, that could be you, Scorpio. It could be that you already have some insight to this particular situation, or that is going on, that is keeping you in an emotional kind of a, just kind of an odd place. Now, it is Valentine's Day, and I would be remiss if I didn't say that, it could be that you are just not celebrating with a loved person on this day the way that you thought you would be. And if you are not coupled up, then, it could be just a little bit of the feels in that particular situation. Let's continue to see what we've got going on. All right, Rise King of Cups in the reverse position for Scorpio on Monday. What is going on? All right, we have the Star card in the reverse position. So, because I can see this, Mercury, like I said, which is the energy of the magician, is having a conversation with Aquarius, the star. Yes, we have the Page of Wands in reverse, and we have the Ace of Swords. So, what I'm seeing here is that something that you put time and effort and wishes and wants into with this Star card is just not showing up. The Page of Wands is not showing up. You are not receiving this gift. You are not receiving this conversation, and you are very clear about what needs to be done with this next step, where in some way, shape, or form you have made up your mind about how you're going to use this gift of this Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords can be used in a couple of different ways. It's a double-edged sword, okay? So it very easily can slice things very gently, or it can be a very stabby type of emotion. Regardless, you have an Ace of Swords, and the Star in the reverse position is just saying that there is some healing that is definitely going to be taking place, okay? I want to make sure that you have that level of understanding there. Let's take a look at the Magician that shows up here on Tuesday. Usually the Magician in the reverse positions means that someone's best foot is not being put forward. We have transitioned obviously into a Leo moon energy on this particular day. We do still have Mercury in the position of having a conversation with expansion with with Jupiter. So there is something I feel that is not quite being reviewed the way that it could as far as expansion is concerned. I think that's what Mercury is spending its time doing. So we're not spinning any wheels, and we're not making a lot of things happen on Tuesday, but let's see what we have. Why is this in the reverse position? Wow. All right, so we have the Three of Wands in the reverse position. So we are not taking any action on anything really. With the Three of Wands in the reverse position, we're not taking any action, but there's also not any anything coming into us at this particular moment. Something that we wanted is not coming in the time, way, shape, or fashion that we wanted. No ships are coming in, and no time is being spent. Interestingly, we have the Empress. We have Venus herself sitting here on this Tuesday. So this is definitely an indicator of time when the Empress is showing up. Now, the Empress is saying you have the capability of doing whatever it is that you need to do in order to bring it forward. But the Empress is trying to remind you that it does take time in order for things to come to fruition. If you are trying to birth a creation, it's going to take some time, okay? So let's see what we have there. Then what we have is the King of Swords. Very interesting that each of these so far is ending up in sword energy. The King of Swords finally comes through with the clarity that you need. The King of Swords is giving you that ultimate information for the clarity that you need on moving forward with whatever you may have had a stuck stalemate kind of thought process on here. Therefore, as I see it transitioning into Wednesday, what we're getting at this particular moment is the aha that we are looking for, okay? You didn't get the Ace of Cups from this King of Cups over here, but you are getting it here. So it's a timing situation. The Ace of Cups is clarified here, hello, by the Judgment card, okay? Pluto in the house over here on Wednesday, and it is actually in the house. We have Pluto, we have Mars, both having conversations with Venus as well on Wednesday during the full moon. So that's a lot of interesting conversation going on that particular day. This aha moment, the second opportunity, the second chance for moving forward is here. Ooh, and is that second chance, this Four of Cups, receiving and accepting an offer of some sort, okay? Four of Cups in the reverse position technically and typically means that there is an acceptance of some sort of offering. So the offering that has come through, this little dangling carrot from the universe, is here to say we have something for you. This Ten of Pentacles could be the big cup of love that you were looking for in one particular way, shape, or form, but it also could be an offering of a new position, or the ship that you were waiting for finally have been, you've got some more information about some flow going on with this, okay? Therefore, when I see the Five of Pentacles sitting here the next day, I don't see that we are in any negative type of situation. I see us moving past a situation that has been maybe haunting us or slowing us down just a little bit. So let's get some clarity here. Yep. We have the Temperance card, Sagittarius Major Arcana, coming in, talking to us about the balance, the moderation that needs to happen at this particular moment, or the way that you moderated your own particular energy very specifically. Exactly, I'm done with this reading. Five of Pentacles on the Five of Pentacles with the Temperance card here. So you guys know when cards duplicate like that for me, they're saying, yep, you've closed off the conversation here. You are moving past whatever this old challenging situation was, and you're being granted this in a sense because of the way that you were able to moderate the way that things need to get done. You were balanced, therefore you're coming out of it. Now, let's move on to the next day. Let's move on to what we have going on here on Friday. The Ten of Pentacles showing up in the reverse position, even though we got it in the upright here. So let's see what the Ten of Pentacles in reverse is all about. Talk to us about what that is. Okay, we've got the Nine of Cups, having what you need. Everything seems okay, but you know, we always are trying to strive for that next cup. Now here's the thing for me, the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups, there it is, are synonymous. They are interchangeable. So if for some reason you felt like you were concerned that things were going to show up, the universe is saying to you, and if you have either Taurus in your chart or you're dealing with a Taurus in your family, that there could be some information from the Taurus that is in your world. Look at this. You're satisfied where things are at. You're trying to get to the next level. The Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups here, this to me is just talking about the fact that you have some change that is happening here. Learned lesson, if it's not a Taurus that it is that you're dealing with here. Learned lesson, second opportunities coming through because of this Temperance. You've got a lot of major arcana that's sitting here from the universe already sharing these details with you, Scorpio. I think it is very awesome. Now, let's move into the energy of Saturday here and find out what is going on with this Nine of Wands energy, okay? The universe, again, is telling you, yes, you've passed the test. You've been going through this particular situation. You've done it a lot. We know that we have the eye on the prize. We know that you've been tired with the things that you have had to do before. We realize the amount of energy that you had to put forth, but we are with you. We're walking with you. We got one more in you, coach. Let's just take a break for just a minute. Let's gather our energy and let's move. You've got the eye on the prize, and I want you to see that you're looking at this Chariot. You are looking at your forward momentum and your forward growth. Here we go. Nine of Wands for Scorpio, please. There it is. Queen of Pentacles. Stability. There it is. Ace of Wands. This is exactly what it is that you're holding here. So the universe is working with you on this last one, and you are this close from being done with something that has potentially been a burden and a challenge, and you are going to be given something the very second that you give something else up. Okay, so there's not going to be any delay when it comes to that, and I'm done with that conversation. There's the Nine of Wands capping that off. Something to do with stability, resources, and necessary for you in order to get it. So this is literally what we've got going on here. You are looking with your eyes on the prize as far as forward movement. And what I'm getting is where you didn't have clarity before, you were still trying very, very hard to stick to your guns and stay on top of the situation. But let's clarify the Chariot, the King of Swords in the reverse position, and the 7. I'm done. I'm done. I said what I said. The universe said you are complete. You have read this very, very well. That is what we have going on, my friends. Congratulations, Scorpio. I was a little concerned at first when I saw this little dude hanging out here, but when I see the remainder of the story come through the way that it does, it all makes sense. Therefore, transformation and miracles are taking place for you this week. When you have an opportunity, please ensure that you're going in and you're looking at the 528 hertz options that are out there on Spotify or here on YouTube or wherever else you happen to have your hertz music. It literally does a lot to support your physical body and get you into the mindset of supporting the transformation that you're going through. Now, make sure that you stick around for this part, because we are going to go into the placements for Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Rising, and Scorpio Moon. All right. Scorpio Sun, we have Mercury retrograde reinvention. So some of the energy that is being called back for this particular week is going all the way back to when Mercury was in retrograde. Whatever was slowed down at that particular moment is now starting to speed up for you. Okay, if you were a Scorpio rising, then the changes that are taking place for you happen to be in your 4th house, your roots, your actual home. Okay, so if these energies aren't specifically for you, then it could be for your spouse or whoever else is in your home. And of course, if you are a Scorpio moon sign, then here it is. You've got the truth of the situation coming from the energy of Saturn. And so when we talk about that one, what we're really talking about is the fact that we have judgment is really kind of the energy that we're getting here. We're getting judgment. We're getting these aha moments. We're getting this opportunity for you to really understand that the old situations that were hurting you before have been resolved. Now, each of these are in the reverse position as they are facing me, but I want you to understand that these situations are now completed. That's why we're leaving them in the reverse position facing you. Now, the next card that we're going to put on top of these placements is going to be the Ask Angels cards, okay, to help support and get a little bit more information. And then I will cap it off with a numerology card before ending this. So if you are enjoying the session, please make sure that you hit like, share, and subscribe. Okay, hit that notification bell so that you'll know when the next readings are coming up. And I do thank you for that. Make sure that you comment below if you've got questions or other things. Here we go. This is for our Scorpio Sun. What else do we need to know about this Mercury retrograde? Well, I need you to... What is being cleared up from this Mercury retrograde? Come on, you guys. I need you to fall out. What's being cleared up for our Scorpio Sun with this Mercury retrograde? Because this is really good. Okay. The answer that we're getting was, yeah, that you were trying to choose a new direction, or that has a lot to do with what was going on as far as the timing of the situation that you were seeing here. This 3 of Wands, this timing, this clarity that was needed here. You tried really, really hard to keep your mind clear, which is again the same card as this King of Swords over here. You were sticking to your guns and staying on top of the situation. Now, we have the Scorpio rising, and this affecting what was going on in the physical house. So what else do we need to know for our Scorpio risings about this moon energy for the 4th house? There was 2 cards here, strong belief And we also have meditation bringing the answers that you required of yourself with regards to these changes. And if you still need more, the universe will allow you to go in and ask even more. So go in with your personal team, your angels, your spirit guides, or whoever was in your particular pantheon, and you can ask more questions if you like, but this is a kick butt reading right here. Now, if you are a Scorpio moon sign, okay, then the old pain that you were going through, the truth of the matter is that there have been helpful people around you and with you, and you also have another card. The other one was you did definitely already ask for help from others, and it does look to me like you are already having a lot of conversations with your angels as well. That is literally what the conversation piece is here for you as far as those signs. Now let's go into the numerology. And like I said before, if you are enjoying this, but you'd like to be able to have a more in-depth one-on-one session with me, I am taking bookings, and you'll find that information in the description box below. So, for our Scorpio sun, choosing new direction, absolutely transformation, rebirth all over this. This is exactly what it is that you're getting ready to do, rebirth. We're going to take another look at that Empress that is there. Choosing a new direction or having some different shifts that were going on with what it is that you need to do is helping you propel you forward with this new situation. I love it. I'm here for it. This is good. If you are a Scorpio rising, and this had to do with changes in your physical house with that fourth with the roots card, okay, changes that were taking place for either you or your spouse, you need to know that this is absolutely a spiritual partnership. And so if this is not resonating with you personally, specifically, then Scorpio, this could have a lot to do, Scorpio rising, this could have a lot to do with the changes going on in your personal relationship. Now, if you are a Scorpio moon, let us find out what it is that we are moving past from all of these hurtful old situations. Well, we're going into a new adventure, and you have another card. You are realizing that these have been learning and teaching moments for you. You, I believe, are going to be called to share your level of experience at some point with other people. Okay, you waited, you did what it is that you needed to do. You're getting ready to go on a new adventure. Again, ending this out with the Chariot. And it's going to be something that's really awesome. Make sure, Scorpios, that you are listening to the 528 hertz music, and we will call this reading done. It's actually one of the better ones that I've done, so congratulations, Scorpio. We will talk to you very, very soon. Many blessings. Bye for now.